Zimbardo and conformity social roles. Outline and evaluate Zimbardo's research into conformity of social roles, 12 marks. AA1. Zimbardo conducted the Stanford Prison Experiment, SPE, in the hope to see whether aggression was down to dispositional or situational factors. He set up a mock prison in the basement of Stanford University, and 24 male students were recruited using an advertisement. The students were randomly allocated the role as a prisoner or guard. Guards and prisoners were assigned uniforms, and prisoners were referred to by a number. Prisoners were told to follow set rules, and the guard's role was to enforce these rules. Within days, Zimbardo found that the prisoners and the guards conformed to their social roles. The guards became extremely tyrannical and abusive towards the prisoners. The study was stopped after 6 days due to the psychological well-being of the prisoners. AA3. A strength of the SPE is that Zimbardo had high control over certain variables such as the selection of participants. Zimbardo made potential participants complete personality tests, and only the most emotionally stable candidates were selected to take part in SPE. This was done to rule out any individual personality differences which could affect his findings, and subsequently increases the internal validity of his study. A methodological criticism of the research is that Zimbardo's sample was androcentric. This means that we're unable to make accurate generalizations to explain conforming to roles for all individuals, as we are unable to predict how females would have behaved if placed in the SPE. Consequently, this weakens the population validity of the research and support research into conforming into social roles. Zimbardo was heavily criticized for the ethics of his research. Participants were not protected from psychological harm, with one participant being released after 36 hours after suffering from acute anxiety. Also, when one of his participants asked to leave the study, Zimbardo spoke to him as a superintendent worried about the running of his prison, rather than as a researcher whose responsibilities are towards his participants. Thus reducing the appropriateness of the study, as the ends of the study may not justify the means. It would also be difficult to replicate the study due to the ethical risks, which would question the reliability of the study.